episode 2527 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. And I'm going to be taking 2 weeks off at the end of this week. No shows until early January. I forget what the date is that I'm coming back on. I'll probably put in a reminder message at some point to you. But, I've been putting out shows now for more than 12 years. And one of the few times I take off is the Christmas to New Year's period. So I'm taking off 2 weeks, and I'll just simply say today's show is one where, well, the fact of the matter is people sometimes take jobs they hate. And they know it very quickly, and they wonder, how long do I need to stay? So that's the subject of today's show. Hope you find it helpful, and I hope you never wind up in this situation. It's really that simple. And I'll also remind you, if you're interested in my coaching you or answering your questions about job search, hiring more effectively, managing and leading better, dealing with a workplace issue of some sort, people hire me for no BS career advice. And what you can do is go to my website, thebiggamehunter.us, put yourself on my calendar, take a half-hour session with me. I'd love to help. And if you'd like me to help you throughout your search, I'll just simply say I can help with you with that as well. And we'll be back in just one moment. You accepted an offer. You started. Hooray! You were thrilled to walk in the door on your first day. And then things start to change from what you expected. And now you're starting to question whether or not this was a good decision. How long should you stay in a job that you hate? That's really the question for today. So I want to start off by saying, when you're younger, you have fewer responsibilities and more options. Usually. Sometimes you don't. But for many of you, you don't have the financial responsibilities of the house, the car, the kids, and the what have you. You have some choices. Now, with that said, the first thing you do is you figure out what's making this a job that you don't like. What's the root cause of the problem? Was it misrepresented to you? Was there financial friction that occurred? What's making this job a problem? Is it solvable? Sometimes, there are personalities that aren't clicking. Can someone mediate between the parties? Maybe it's friction that you weren't informed about on the way in, and now you're discovering there are things institutionally that are getting in the way of you doing a good job. Can you solve this? Sometimes a job gets off to a tough start, and you just got to push through it in order to give it a chance to see whether or not you can persevere. Perseverance and resilience are important qualities to cultivate. I'm never going to encourage someone to just walk out and quit unless there's some version of, sexual harassment. I don't want to say toxic environment because that means different things to different people, but there's some version of abuse going on that's making this untenable. But, the long and the short of it is, you've got to figure out whether this is survivable and push through. Lastly, you stay at that job until you can get another job. This goes back to being financially responsible and secure and creating an environment that allows you to financially excel and not hurt yourself by just walking out in a tantrum and quitting. So, a couple of thoughts on the subject. Hope you found this helpful. Hope this is never your circumstances. If it is and you want some advice and coaching, you can schedule time for a free discovery call or a coaching session with me at my website, thebiggamehunter.us. I'm Jeff Altman. People hire me for no BS career advice, which can relate to job search, hiring more effectively, management, leadership, a whole bunch of stuff. And with that, my website has a ton on the blog that can be helpful to you. As I said, you can schedule a coaching session with me. You can find out about my courses, books, and guides. There's a lot there that'll help. Also, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the big game hunter. My network is a lot bigger than most of yours, and connecting with me is going to expand your reach by a lot. Have a terrific day and be great.